Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
When you think great defenders,
You've got to think Cannavaro. Stoichkov! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
He's found a way through. That has not gone well. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. Not the most accurate pass. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Played out to the left flank. That pass isn't the best. Conte. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Neymar. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Van der Vaart. He's got away. Here comes the cross. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Now he's off and running. Cannavaro.
quality ball.
Tries to play it through. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Beckham. Now it's Stoichkov. First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, nicely intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte. It's come to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Dixon. He's shifting through the gears here. Vardiol. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Beckham. Shevchenko. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Now, he's got space here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Nicely weighted ball. Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Dixon. And Bastoni. Beckham. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished. Bayer Leverkusen have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Threads one in. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Cross flung in towards the middle. Conte knocks it into space. That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Costa Curta. That's a sharp pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Stoichkov. And Stoichkov! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's had a shot! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has found the way through. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. And it's Shevchenko. And the shot, he's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
It's their second corner of the game. Neuer claims comfortably. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Mbappe! There's the header! Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Shevchenko aims beyond the defence. Pull it. Now it's Mbappe, and he cuts out the supply. And this is Stoichkov. Van der Vaart. And we hit half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been slung wide. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Looking to play him in. And hit! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Good ball, good take. Decent chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Nicely shaped ball. Conte. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shevchenko, and he's had a hit! Hit into the middle, he rises! Neymar finds himself offside. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Messi será reemplazado por el dorsal 19. Casa será reemplazado.
Perfectly measured that. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Conte, played through into space. Danielson receives it in a wide position. He's got Tool! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rodri gets over and intercepts.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Totti. In with the challenge. Chance for a shot! It's in! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Cambio de jugadores.
Bayer Leverkusen making consecutive changes here. Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's having a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Alexander-Arnold clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Danielson in acres of space out wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Just the keeper to beat! Shoots! Nicely aimed pass. And he's had it nicked away. Strong running down that left flank. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
He gets big! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Bayer Leverkusen get their 4th corner. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Picked out brilliant. Big chance! It's there! Just 1 goal in it now! Game on! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That's been cut out, well played.
Bayer Leverkusen surely have to be commended for their drive and desire.
But just the goalkeeper. He's having a shot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Bayer Leverkusen take a 2-goal lead, and Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stood up well to him there. Nice looking ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The final 5 minutes. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he was quick to react. Oh, well measured.
That was lovely, that.
And he's found a way past. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Bayer Leverkusen blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Has a look and plays it forward. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Hazard. Just eases him off the ball. Now that's well seen too. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. That's a nicely shaped ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set. Have got underway here pretty promptly. Played through for the wide man. And Batistuta! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Van der Sar punts it upfield. Vardiol gets across to intercept that. Can he get it through? Batistuta finds himself offside. And it's made its way to him. Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. And he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance. He's onside. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Can he get on the end of this? And it's Beckham. And here's Shevchenko. Wilshere. Now it's Mbappe. Van der Vaart. Serginho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Beckham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Foot in. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Shevchenko. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. He's on it, can he get away? Nicely shaped ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe, Batistuta, he is on, and Shevchenko! Wilshere.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gets a good foot in there. Knocks it into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Adams gets over and intercepts. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckham. Can he spark a counter here? It's played through for him. Shevchenko. Decent chance! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Great vision. Shot a goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Beckham. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Batistuta. That's a sharp pass. Alexander-Arnold. Van der Vaart. That has ended up in no man's land. Beckham. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That has not gone well. Van der Vaart. Brilliantly cut out. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Face to face, and he shoots! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
We have ourselves a Neymar! And the ball's come, that's another chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Bayer Leverkusen really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Somewhat off target. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's had a shot! Conte. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. Mbappe. Conte. He won't be happy with that one. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, well measured. Oh, and the shot! He's scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Madrid go into the lead.
And things...
And pull it! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot, can he finish? Sticks it away! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Beckham. Well read, nice interception. He shifted it to the flank. It's a pretty loose pass. And we've reached half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. It has been end-to-end here. A glut of goals and just one between them. More excitement seems certain. And the second half gets underway. Now it's Messi. Now it's Hunnit. Alexander-Arnold. That is a brilliant interception. Not the most accurate. Van der Vaart! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Shevchenko. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that's well spotted. Messi. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Spread out to the left. Played out wide. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Ball's bullish header! It's hit the crossbar. Searching pass he's played there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Mbappe taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Costa Curta. And it's Conte. Passing nice and neat. Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Was there ever any doubt? Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
we're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
It's a searching pass. Messi looking to run onto it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Has a look and plays it forward. Kante kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. There's a quick free kick. In towards the back stick. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Good ball, good take. He's having a shot! It's in! And they're back in front! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Bayer Leverkusen choosing to make the first change. Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Totti.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Played back in. Van der Sar claims comfortable. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's being shifted off it. Costa Curta. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. Here's Totti. Totti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Danielson gets into some space. Goes for a shot! In for the pieces! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle.
And Stoichkov! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the comeback is complete. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 25.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's found a way through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Into the channel. It's a promising position. Costa Curta. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played out to the right. A probing pass. Now it's Hazard. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. They want to be quick to recover this. This is their second corner of the game. Punched away. And back it goes.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Back into the middle. To Nielsen. That pass isn't the best.
Bayer Leverkusen can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Nedved. Now it's Stoichkov. Adams concedes a free kick for that. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Shifted it to the flank. No, that's been intercepted. Should changes him with that pass. To Nielsen. And this is Totti. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. And this is Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hit now Mbappe. And this is Beckham. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready.
He rises!
Oh, it's come loose.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Right, Shevchenko. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's come to nothing. Perez tries to pass it through. Bastoni makes the interception.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. There's the shot! Wilshere. Van der Vaart. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Spread out to the left. Now it's Hullet. Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. And it's made its way to him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Perez. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's good play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's had it nicked away. Over to the left. Van der Vaart looking to run onto it. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's ambitious. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think
There's the header! Off the post! They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Batistuta, and he's picked it up out wide. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Cannavaro. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That has been cut short. It looked as though that might... and it's been given away. No joy this time. Dixon. Pass somewhat off target. Strong running down that left flank. Perez. And here's Shevchenko. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe. They want to be quick to recover this. Played out to the left flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the finish! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, this is what... Real chance! There's a sharp little ball here. And this is Paulette. He's shifting through the gears here. A header! Against the crossbar. He's missed, but not by that far.
Messi could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
And the keeper takes decisive action. Bayer Leverkusen have reclaimed it. And here's Batistuta, and he's surging through. And this is Perez. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And that is a little undercooked. Conte. Now Costa Curta. Good ball, good take. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed it again. It's a mighty effort. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Van der Vaart picks it up. Big header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? Delivery from Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Conte. Now it's Shevchenko. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Wilshere. Guardiola does well to get it back. Wilshere. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Shevchenko. And this is Perez. That is lovely. Perez proves just a little bit too strong. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Not the most accurate pass. It looks a good ball through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's lost, takes a shot! Hullet, now it's Mbappe. Messi, Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Shevchenko.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
That's a cute ball. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Great vision. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. He's looking wide. Shevchenko. Perez. Plays it across. And he's following up! That's a sharp pass.
That, Peter, is wonderful.
And Beckham! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Beckham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? There will be a throw-in. It's crossed into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Perez. Mbappe. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Now that's well seen too. Beckham. That has been slung wide. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. He's free. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham to take it as
Se va
usual.
a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2 será sustituido por el dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Neuer claims comfortable.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shoots! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Stoichkov. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a nicely shaped ball. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Totti. Oh, super find. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bayer Leverkusen get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, that's a key interception. He shifted it to the flank. And this is Totti. It's gone for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Nedved played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now this could be a chance! No mistake! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class. Chance, surely! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And the comeback is complete. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Stoichkov demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Bayer Leverkusen go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rijkaard. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. And a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Nedved. Nicely weighted ball.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the shot! It's anyone. In he goes again. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
Madrid are making a change now. Bayer Leverkusen go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
Tries a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Gets his head on it! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Beckham. Into the last 5 minutes. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for the run. And this is Beckham. And that is expertly dealt with. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that looks a decent ball. That pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Totti. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That has ended up in no man's land. Totti. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Stoichkov. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Serginho is onto this. Can he finish? They've scored! Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, and time is up. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Action. Van der Vaart! Great effort, but no way through. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Costa Curta. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's come to nothing. Beckham. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a sharp pass. And it's Neymar. And the through ball. And Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Van der Vaart. Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Van der Vaart. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Good effort from distance. Just a whisker away. Not the best distribution from the keeper. First quarter of an hour gone. It's a good ball out wide. Looking to play him in. Nice looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get onto this? He rises! Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Mbappe.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And this is Batistuta. Look at the space here. There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass somewhat off target. By Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Batistuta. Shevchenko. Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Van der Vaart. That is good alertness. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Conte. And the shot's on here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's made its way to him. That has been slung wide. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide. That's been cut out, well played. He won't be happy with that one. He shifted it to the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Costa Curta. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely shaped ball. Tries to play it through. Batistuta. Real chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. And they're back on the ball again.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Serginho is in a really good position out wide. Oh, smashing header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the pass is intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bullish header! Mbappe is flagged offside. Can he get it through? Now it's Neymar. A decent chance! Now it's Hullet. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! They've scored! And they're back in front! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Played through into space. Shot could be on. And a chance! He scores! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And yes, it's him again. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Shevchenko. Searching pass he's played there. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's gone backward here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Thinks about the shot. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. And this is just the goalkeeper. Can he finish? Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Madrid have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Serginho did well to stay calm there.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Neymar. Costa Curta.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well, that has not gone well.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Rijkaard. Totti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. This looks promising. Rodri cuts out the pass. And here's Nedved. Hullet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Stoichkov. Knocks it into space. Costa Curta. Threads one in. Oh, super! He's had a shot! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Nice physical challenge. Costa Curta. Early ball out from the back. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. Messi wins the duel this time. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. So what can they make of this? Denilson. Now it's Totti. Pinches it off him. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well timed, excellent interception. We expected better, and so did he. That's a good run down the left. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's lost his... He's having a shot! They've done it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Bayer Leverkusen surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that could set him on his way.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's a look and place it forward. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to...
And Stoichkov! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Nedved. Dixon. Now it's Totti. And it's Rijkaard. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And this is Stoichkov. Stoichkov! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Nedved with it. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Denilson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Whatever. And that is that. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing it.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And this is Shevchenko. Back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good take in a good area. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Madrid are already just about within shooting range. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that is a routine catch.
Beckham has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Gullit. Van der Vaart. And this is Gullit. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shevchenko. Now Costa Curta. Knocks it into space. And here's Shevchenko. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. And this is Batistuta. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Adams deals with that comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Wilshere. Van der Vaart. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Van der Vaart. Hoisted in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Beckham. That's been cut out, well played. Quarter of an hour played. And he cuts out the supply. Some resolute defending there. And this is Neymar. Searching passes played there. That is good alertness.
Bayer Leverkusen are totally dominant in the middle of the park.
A decent chance! That's another chance! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Bayer Leverkusen are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Conte. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! Van der Vaart. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he was quick to react. And it's Shevchenko. It's played through for him. And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Delivered in.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. And back to the keeper. Half an hour played now. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. A long ball by the goalkeeper. That's a shade optimistic. Mbappe. Beckham. Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Dixon. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And this is Batistuta. Bardiol spots it and intercepts. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Beckham. That's a little off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Serginho cuts out the pass. Van der Vaart tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Rodri gets over and intercepts. And he's intervened well there. That pass has been well intercepted. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's cut it out. Dixon.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Van der Sar is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's a key interception. Played into space. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! The second half sparks straight into life. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. Can he get it through? And he shoots! Loose ball now, and it's been given away. This time, surely! Nicely spread.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Van der Vaart. Conte. Shevchenko. Beckham. It's a really well-measured ball. Threads one in. Wilshere.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, that'll certainly improve their move. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's picked his way through. Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. Van der Vaart is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that is out of play.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 25, Van der Vaart. El dorsal 2. Será
Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there.
Hazard. El dorsal 4.
Here's to Nielsen!
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de
Oh, the
jugadores.
keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Punched away. Costa Curta. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising. Messi could try cutting inside here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Stoichkov. Applies the finish! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Cross to the back post.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking to play him in. And the shot's on here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Mbappe. And he's there to belt it away. And that's a throw-in. Hazard.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's had it taken off him. Over to the left.
That's positional gold.
And Stoichkov! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Bayer Leverkusen take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Shoots! Iniesta. He shifted it to the flank. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Denilson, looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Iniesta. Great vision. Picked up, shot and goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Serginho. Nedved, he's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. This might spell danger, and the shot! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that is as far as it goes. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?